Howdy, folks. Here's a play-along video for the blues number by Bessie Smith called Backwater Blues. It's a song that I heard some folks singing in class from day one, and I figured we might be ready to try it out in guitar class. So this is a traditional 12-bar blues, and we'll talk about more of what that means in class, but the pattern always stays the same. There's a lot of blues songs, and the pattern of chords will always be the same. Even the pattern of lyrics will always be the same. In this song, you have, when it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. Then the second line is exactly the same. Rain 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. And the last line usually rhymes. I mean, they just said night again. Then trouble's taking place in the lowlands at night. Right? The third line will always be a little bit different, but it will always rhyme or come close to rhyming with the other two. So you can even write your own blues lyrics pretty easily using the same chord pattern here. So the chords that Bessie Smith uses in her original recording of the tune, and the chords that we are used to singing it in class, the chords that we've naturally heard it in, we're going to use the A chord as our first chord, our A major chord. So making sure that our two bass strings on the top are empty or open. Then we got everything on the second fret, and then our bottom E string is also open, right? Make sure you only strum 5 strings there. Now our next chord is the D chord. So just shift that pointer finger down 1 string towards the floor. And get that triangle shape going. Right, second fret and third fret. Then back to the A chord, just slide that pointer finger up. And then last but not least, we'll have our E major chord. We learned E minor a while back. This is E minor. It's nice and easy. But E major, now you're going to put your pointer finger underneath your ring finger, making sure that they're all on a separate string. So it's 0, second fret, and then first fret, and then 2 open strings on the top. And I love that E chord because you can just strum all the strings at once. Yeah! So, usually before you jump right into playing a song, you're going to want to do chord switching practice first. So, let's do A, D, A again, E. 4 times each with 4 beats of rest in between. And while we're resting, we're moving our fingers, okay? Here's our A chord. Remember, 2 open strings on the top. Okay, ready? Get that A chord situated. 1, 2, A chord 4 times now. 2, 3, 4. D chord, switcheroo. D chord, ready, and now. Now back to the A chord, back to the A chord. Now back to the E. We're going to do the E chord now. One more time around all the chords, back to A now. D chord, switcheroo, D chord, switcheroo. Back to the A chord, back to the A chord. E chord, ready, set, Freddy, go. End on the A chord, end it on the A chord. Good. I just like it when things resolve a little bit. If you keep it hanging on that E chord, you might be like expecting something else to come next. Because you'll notice that the first and the last chord in the song are A. So there's something to be said about that. So replay that part of the video as many times as you want, or just do that on your own and work on chord switching for the song, because the chords switch kind of quickly in this, right? And these aren't as easy, I think, as other chord switches like G to C. Other chords that we have. either easy. So these are tricky chords, so I would spend a lot of time doing that. So I'm just going to sing the first verse with some chord strumming, and we'll do it in a few different ways. And we'll go from easy to hard. We're going to do it one time with just one strum on every chord change. Then we're going to do 2 strums and then a real, closer to a real version with just 4 strums per chord. Okay? So nice and slow. We're going to start on the A chord, get that A situated. We're going to strum one time. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. 2, 3, A again. Switch to the D. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. 2, 3, 4. E chord coming up. Then troubles taking place in the lowlands at night. So some lines have 2 chords in a row, right? And every end of the line has a floating A chord, I like to say. But it still exists, even though you say, oh, this is extra. Well, every line has to have the same amount of beats, and that floating chord gives us the proper amount of beats here. I'm just lining up the chords to look nice on the page. So when I send it out to all y'all, it works. Looks good. All right? So now 2 strums per chord. When it rained 5 days and the sky. 1, 2, A chord. 1, 2, 3. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. Next line, D chord. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. E chord coming up. Then troubles taking place in the lowlands at night. Okay, now 4 strums per chord, no breaking. So this would be like maybe a few weeks until you guys get this solid, right? But make sure you're doing the chord practice switching every day, and then this will come a lot quicker. 1, 2, A chord. 1, 2, 3. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. Then troubles taking place in the lowlands at night. Cool, so a great intro to the blues right there. Lots and lots of verses, but same pattern of chords, same pattern of the vocal melody. But there's something really important for you to do to practice every day when you pick up the guitar. Work on the chords, work on the chord switching. And this song only has 3 in them. So you can really practice them in any order you want because, maybe not in this song, but you're going to have an infinite amount of orders that they can be in other songs, right? Other songs might start on the E chord, then go to the D, and then go to the A. So if you're getting bored just practicing the same pattern that we did in the video, make up your own pattern, okay? Hopefully this helps you navigate this tune a little bit better. I really look forward to hearing y'all play this one in class. Good luck. See you soon.